Okay, it looks like we're live here. Hey everybody, it's Steve Lennon. Today I'm going to show you another theme, and it's a real estate theme this time. It is a theme called, let's see, I'll look over my other screen here, CasaRoyal, and I think it's a really nice looking theme. We're going to get into that. What I'd like to do is tell you that it's been a little while since I've posted a video, so today we're going to go into this particular theme. We're going to go over the different pages. There's agency pages, an about page, a contact us page, and different variations of a home page, and how the property listings go in and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and just frankly get into it, and we'll go from there, okay? So let's make that quick transition, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, we're in this particular theme. This one's called the CasaRoyal theme, and what I like about this particular theme is it's very bold in its experience. It's the colors, and it's got large type fonts, things like that. It's got the social connections here up at the top. It also has a large and nice drop-down experience for searching for properties and property statuses, rent, sell, and any other things. Now, what we would adjust is if you have an IDX integration, because you're in the States or let's say in Canada, then what we would do is we would replace this, have the same sort of look, but we would replace it with like an IDX style integration and make it look nice. Drop in an image in here that you like, something that reflects your particular community, and just make it look nice, And then if we go ahead and scroll down a little bit, you'll see it's very bold looking. We would make the same sort of size. We could also adjust it if you want. We can make it into two images. So if you wanted to make, instead of 3 listings, we can make it into 2. So it would be 1 here and another one here. Make it 2 going down. Or we could keep it 3, or we could even go into 4. And then we would go ahead and set it up very similar to this here. It's not if we have an IDX integration, it's going to be a little bit different, very tight similarities, but there'll be some slight adjustments to it, because what this particular theme has currently without the IDX, it has an integration inside on the back end where you actually manually upload images and pictures and the information about properties and things like that. And that would be done by somebody who is in a community or in a city or a country where they don't have IDX integration or an MLS feed. They have to do things manually. So this gives them the ability to go in the back end and claim that it's a house and it's for sale and put the listing price and all that kind of stuff in there. So it does have social integration, as you can see, the love there. Add to my favorites, and it's just a really nice looking theme. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. So notice how in this particular one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it just says, go ahead and check out all the properties. So this is a block or a section. And what we could do it that way, we could also make it so that you had 10 or 15 or 20 different, listings that go all the way down the home page, let's say, for example. Or what we could do is take this particular section and put it on a separate page and have it a page that's a little deeper in the site for based on whatever your site criteria is for your property search. So if you had condos or you had townhouses, or you had lots of land, or you had some commercial properties and things like that, or mixed use, then we could add those in based on your needs as well. So it's set up that way. So this would be like a featured property right here. Hot deals. We could change all the wording here to whatever you want to call it based on your community, based on your value propositions, and how you want to present your offers. So you can see how this pops up. Okay. And then go down here. This is for different locations. So let's say you're in Southern California, for example. And in Southern California, there are about 78,000 property listings at any given time being pushed through the multiple listing service. And I was a broker there for 31 years, and a mortgage broker as well for 26 years. So I know a little bit about it. A lot of feeds. So we could make it so that it selects a section. Let's say it's San Antonio, and maybe one of the cities out of San Antonio, Texas, and another city out of San Antonio, and another city out of San Antonio. So you could have 4 different, or you could set it up like where we have condos and townhouses and luxury homes and single family residents. Whatever we want to make these links, we can link them to whatever search criteria that we want to put in that location. So let's say you have a team, or you're a broker and you've got agents underneath you. We can go ahead and put up pictures and information about each one of those agents underneath you, and we can showcase those agents on the side as well and give it a nice look. And if there's more than 3, if you see the 3 here, so if we had more than 3, we could always click it and there'd be another 3, and then maybe there'd be another button and another 3, so you could showcase, maybe you had 12 agents in your office or 15 agents, right? That kind of thing. And then down here, here's a nice call to action. Do you want to sell your property? So this is for if you're going after people who want to sell their properties and they want to get a home inspection, or they want to get a, a home valuation. We would go ahead and create some imagery here where they could have a quick call to action. And then down here, real estate agencies. So let's say you have 3 offices. We could put all 3 offices. Of course, we can take this out if you only have 1 office, and we can replace it with something else, or just completely strip it if you want to go that route. So then you get down to this area here. This is a blogging section, and in the blogging section, on an ongoing basis, it's good to blog and to have different posts about your community, about the different things that are going on, maybe a restaurant or a hatchery, maybe in the Northwest, right? Or maybe it's something like cycling or whatever it may be. Just have articles or about the trends in the marketplace for real estate based on land values and based on condo sales or whatever it may be, right? High rises. We can change all that out here, and we can create some posts in here and then have people click on it and go to the post. Now, those posts can also be aggregated or pushed out to the social networks like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all those places. So with software, we can achieve those goals real easily. And then here's your value proposition. People like to know, and to know you, like you, and trust you. They want to know that you have values and that you have a clear value propositions of what you do, why you do it, and why does it matter. So that would be what you would put here, and then people can read more and things like that. Then you obviously have your testimonial section. Now this is bold, right? This is really nice and bold. So if you really want to put it out there and let people see that you're doing a fantastic, getting rankings like crazy on Google My Business or on Yelp or places like that, you can take those and you can drop them in here, and then we can either put pictures of people, real pictures, or we can just put like a little house in here with the person's name, or a condo, or a picture of a condo or something. You can do it that way. And then down at the bottom here, we could strip out these. We could add them based on search criteria that matters to you and your community, and make it look the way we need to make it look nice and have a nice call to action. Then once again, you get the social connections right over here. So we've got through the first page. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other pages real quick here. Let's go one with this one here, homepage alt header. This just means it's a different header. So in this one, if you look at it, it's just clear right now, right? So we could put some other type of background in here if you wanted to, or just keep it into just a stock color, something like that. Or maybe it could be a texture of some sort if you wanted to. And then notice if you look here, these are going all the way across the page. And if you look down here where my circle is circling right now, you can go ahead and click on here and it moves to the next section. See, this is called a Galleria slider. And you can do it that way just to showcase some properties in that section. And then down here, the same sort of thing. Now, we could have this here. We could also have, let's say, 3 properties, 1, 2, 3 across. All right. And then we could have them go all the way down. Or we could have this here. And then down here, we could strip this out and have featured properties instead in here. And we could have, maybe a group of 4 of them, or 2 of them, 2 listings per line, right, across. We could do it that way. And then have similar variations of this here, right? You can see how it looks. Very similar. You have questions, a block that says have questions for a quick call to actions, things like that. And then if you look back up here, we'll go ahead and check out the map view version. In the map view version, you'll see that there's a map view. Now, Google does that, but we can create a map view in here for search. And we can attach an IDX feed integration right in here, and we can go based on price range here and select property type, things like that, based on your community, based on what you're doing. And then the same sort of thing, have featured properties in here, hot deals, things like that. Very similar, right? Keep it simple, just make it look nice and clean, crisp. Let's go back up here. And let's go ahead and take a look at the video header. Now, this is a very popular and common way of doing it now, where they have a video inside of it. So you can see how that video is opening a door into this particular house. It's a nice look, nice effect. It usually is about 8 or 10, 15, 30 seconds, right? Kind of slides through it real quickly. And it gives just an idea of maybe one of the properties out there, if you're showcasing a property. And you could just have a drone guy do some aerial views, snip it up, drop it in. We could create the video, drop it in here, and you've got a really nice look, right? Nice transition. And then about us, hot deals, same sort of thing. Whatever the mind can perceive, then we can go ahead and deliver that in here in most cases. Make it look really, really nice. Then you got your, let's go down here. Let's go ahead and go to grid view. This is based on a property grid view. You can see how nice that looks. So we can simulate that kind of look. And here's grid with a map view. So on one side you're going to have, this is the grid. And then here's a grid right here. I'm sorry, here's a grid here, and then here's the map view up here. So let's go ahead and go down real quick here. List with map, list view with map. I think we might have already seen that one. So let's go ahead and move over to map with left. That's what I think I messed up there. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we could do something similar to this, what you see here, where on one side it's got the current top listings or that come up, and then on this side they auto-populate in here. Now this takes some integration to do, I will tell you, but all you have to do is just talk to me. We'll talk about what the needs are, what you're trying to accomplish, and in doing so, we'll come to some agreement and figure out what best serves your purpose and whether you should do it or shouldn't do it. So we can talk about that as well. So we've got the different views. We have the right map and then the left map. And I think I have over here, let's see if this is different here. Pull it in. There you go. See the maps on this side now. And then this side. Now that pop-up you saw, that's because of Google, the changes that Google's made in there, allowing for maps to view. If you own the site, you go in and you basically can set it so that you have an account with Google Maps, and then it automatically shows up. But that's something you have to do with Google Maps now, something different. So let's go ahead and take a look at agencies. That's a new page. So you can have a list. So if you had 2 agencies or 4 different offices, you could put the different offices in here, that kind of thing. Here's an agency page. It just talks about the actual agency, whatever the real estate company is, for example. Right? Different look. And then all agents, that would be one with this style view here. But this is a nice view. So if we can also make it go down where it has a bunch of them in there, 6 or 8 or 10 in there, that kind of thing. Or just have it so it only shows 4, or there you go. This has 7 in it right now. There we go. And then here's a specific agent page, a single agent. All right, looks nice, doesn't it? Looks very nice. Got their social connections in here. There's a video about a property perhaps that they have listed, or they could even put a video in about themselves. We could create a section in there, drop a video, something like that, and then obviously get in contact with them right here. So looks really, really nice, doesn't it? So there's that. Let's go over to pages real quick here. And we already did most of these views. Let me see if there's anything coming soon. We don't need that. We know that. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and move over to the About page real quick here. All right. And you can tell it's very large, very light. People like the largeness of it, the large text, the way that it floats. This has 3 different properties in it. Our services, so you talk about your services here. Put your own wording in. You can give me the wording that you want here. Change out the headers. We can even change out the icons to reflect other, depending on discussion points, right? And then have a little vignette here about the agents. Put that in there. And then the map locations. If you've got one map office and you can just put the one map location, or if you have multiple offices, we can put the different offices in here as well. And a couple testimonials. We can slide through that. Drop that in. Then down at the bottom, as you can tell here. Let's go ahead and go over to the Contact Us page. And that's in. Once again, this has to do with Google. We just when you build a site out nowadays, when you own the site, you just sign up for Google under Google Maps in their program, and you get access to this without these, for development purposes only. So that makes it look nicer when that gets corrected. They started doing that about 2 years ago, I guess, year and a half ago. Or it used to be where it would just pull up a property address and it would populate the Google Maps in here. But now they make you sign up. So you can tell this is a really nice looking theme, right? So if we integrated this with IDX Broker or some other MLS service, we could also attach this login register link here, where they could log in, and then they log in and they can look at properties, things like that. When the people do search for properties and they look at properties on the site, we can set up so that those when they sign up and they're searching, you'll be able to look at those particular what people are looking for in the properties types, give them a call, maybe help them adjust it, do some things like that, and also use social connections to communicate with them as well. So hours of the day that they're open, telephone number, the street location, primary location, perhaps your company logo over here. Just a lot of good stuff, in here. Very nice, clean looking theme. If I go back to the home page, let's do that real quick. And now we're back. And also in here, we can, if you wanted to, we could take this here and we can actually make it smaller. Or what we can do is we can move it down here below into the section down here, and then we could have some, if you want a personal picture of yourself as an agent, you want to focus on yourself and your skill set, we can make a whole page be about you, and then have the embedded pages, the pages that are in there, if you're more of a listing agent, but you still want to capture and keep people in your fold for buyers who are looking for properties, then we can make the home page about you as a real estate professional. Some pictures in there, your value propositions. We could do that in here. We could push this down, and then we could or keep it where it is, and then create blocks and sections in here that would present your features and your benefits and what you have to offer and why they should choose you. So we can do it that way as well. So just so many different ways in which we can play with and work with this theme, make it look good, make you look good, and get to the point where leads are coming in and you're closing some transactions and it pays for itself on an ongoing basis. And most importantly, you own the theme. It's yours. You're not, any leads that are coming in are owned by you. They're not owned by the corporation or the company that you're working for, which often happens with, when you're working for the big franchisees. They basically, if you use their platform, any leads that go in there, typically, obviously, read your contract, and you'll discover that they either control the leads or maybe they let you have those leads. But most often the case is they get to own the leads if you should ever walk away. So it's smart for you to have your own website, control your own destiny. When I build websites out for my clients, I require, and I think it's wise for you to own your own website, own your own domain, own your own server location. Okay, you want to own these things, own your own pictures, so that you control and own your destiny down the road. So, and that comes from a guy like myself who, being in the real estate mortgage business for 31 years, I went through the process many years ago, 3 decades ago, where 2 decades ago when we still started doing this stuff, where I lost because I didn't own I didn't own my leads, I didn't own things, and it really made me mad. So this is a great way to remedy that in today's world, and tell your story, have your value proposition out there, let people know who you are, let them start liking you, trusting you, and want to do business with you. And that's what and at least start a dialogue. Worst case scenario, right? So hope you enjoyed this particular live event. Feel free to contact me anytime. Let me go back to me, and there I am. Here, yeah, that's me right here. So, would love to talk to you. Would like to engage with you. I do what I call a strategy session and a consultation, so we can strategize about your long-term, short-term goals, what you need to do. Why would you need a website? Why would you not need a website? And maybe you just need a landing page. or maybe you need a combination of that. Should you have one server? Should you have two servers? Should you have one server that has multiple websites on it? There's all kinds of things that need to be addressed related to being more efficient, knowing what you want to do, and how to set yourself up for success down the road. And why not get it from a guy who's been in the business for 3 decades like myself? So I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and transition out. I would love to have you get in contact with me. You can do so by, you can do a couple of things. You can go to fiverr.com/SBLINNIN, and you can see my 5-star reviews on there. I do actually do consultations for real estate agents and others from there. And you can also get a hold of me at stevelinen.net and also stevelinen.com. I do reviews on that site, and that's great. That's I'm building that site up. I used to have that as a real estate site for many years, but what I decided to do is, now that I'm out of Southern California and I focus only on helping real estate agents and mortgage professionals across the country grow their businesses, build their websites, do their SEO, all that kind of stuff, I decided to change my primary website, and I'll go ahead and show you that real quick here. And it's coming in. So if you look at my site here, this is my site, and I just started doing reviews on here. I'm going to be increasing the reviews. They're real estate website reviews. I will be doing plugin reviews. I'll be doing product reviews of products that real estate professionals, business professionals, mortgage professionals, and all kinds of tradesmen, things that people could use that would help them grow their business and make them more successful. So feel free to come back anytime and check out what I have here. Listen to my reviews. They're usually 10 to 15, 20 minutes, and then I post them and I put them in here and all that kind of good stuff. So I am Google certified, by the way. I'm certified by Google, and I have a business partner that does work with me, and he is actually certified with Facebook, and he's a pretty amazing guy. So we can talk about that with a consultation. And hopefully you'll just follow this. Let's go back to here. You can find me on Facebook and YouTube. There'll be a link on my other sites, stevelinen.com, stevelinen.net, and I need a WordPress website.com, which is another site, which I'll show you here real quick here. Here we go. Pull that up. I'm just going to show you that real quick. You can go there if you want. This particular site, I have a lot of my work in the past on this site. So let me go there real quick. And you can see the site. And this one, basically it's a repository of a lot of the work that I've done in the past, some of the newer stuff. And also I showcase different styles of work, that imagery of websites that we could develop for you. So it's got all that kind of stuff. You can go ahead and quickly take a look at it. I won't go down to the bottom here, but what I'll do is I'll take you over to here. So go here and then scroll down, and down at the bottom section here, you can see all kinds of the most current projects that I've been working on, different websites, things like that. So it just goes on and on. So let me go back to the home page real quick. Oh, I hate when I do that. Let's go back to the home page here. And I'll just bring this down to the bottom of the page. There's some more previews of websites I've done for mortgage and real estate, all kinds of stuff. So like I said, I can build any kind of site. I just need to have a discussion point with you. Feel free to get my book here. Put your email information in and get my book on WordPress. Get some information if you choose. And that's pretty much it. Another way you can contact me is to go right here, and you can contact me at 949-648-7563, and would love to talk to you. Whether you want to work with me or don't, you just want to get questions answered, or you just want to, get some help on some things, feel free to give me a call. You never know what will happen. We build business, refer business to each other, things like that. If you have a question about a plugin that you're thinking you're going to use, and you just want a third party, validation that it's good or something like that, would love to talk to you about it. And perhaps we can do some business in the future. And if not, just help each other out and grow this thing that we have in life and help each other prosper. So nice to speak with y'all. And I guess I'll go ahead and shut this one down, and we'll go ahead and move on to another one here real soon. Have a great afternoon on Sunday. It has to be Sunday. And I'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. Take care.